So I am Becca, and I am here with Graciela, and you are of Graciela Laurent. I pronounced it correctly,
You
right?
did.
Okay, good. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and I love your logo. It has the octopus on it.
Thank you.
So when you see that, this is the lovely Graciela.
Welcome. I'm excited to have you all in my space. Well, I always say everything is a shooting surface. So when you come in, every little corner counts. So I've got it full, that's for sure.
In the best way, though. In the best way. So tell us all that you offer here.
There's so much. First and foremost, Graciela Laurent, I am a portrait photographer. I specialize in boudoir. I specialize in personal branding. They're really based on taking pictures of who you are and not just what you look like. I always tell everybody, if you want to know what you look like, go down to the Department of Motor Vehicles. They will be very honest and tell you what you look like. But that's not really what we want. And that's not how we experience each other. We don't experience each other by zooming in on our faces and, picking out little pieces of ourselves. We fall in love with people as they are whole human beings. And to create a portrait that does that, that's my expertise. That's what I love to do. So to do that, it is a process of bringing out who you are as a person, what you love about yourself, and whether it's representing yourself as a business owner or personal photographs for yourself, the process is the same. It's about uncovering your truth, your authentic self, and just showing up fully.
Tell me a little bit more about how best does someone schedule an appointment with you? What's the process with that?
Let me break a huge myth. Everyone thinks that everyone else but them is comfortable in front of the camera. And 1,000% that is not true. I mean, you and I spent about 15 minutes trying to find the perfect spot for this little video. So trust me when I tell you, nobody likes to be photographed. So the key is literally, I'm just one person. I'm not a big giant company. I don't do things on rotation. I don't, have you come in and click, leave. This is very much a curated concierge experience. I want you to feel like you're the only client that I have, because isn't that what you want when you go places, right? Like, you want to feel like someone's listening to you and you want to feel like you're being heard. So yeah, some people look good in this type of lighting or that kind of lighting, or everybody's got a different story. So whatever it is, I want to hear it. I'm a storyteller myself and I love listening to stories. So literally, it's reaching out to me. I'm on every social media imaginable. I have a huge web presence, gracielalaurent.com. All over Facebook, you can find events and everything there. But anything photography related, you speak to me directly. We make an appointment, we chat, we come in. First of all, with photography is very vulnerable. You feel very vulnerable, regardless of what type of photography you're doing. You feel like, oh, they're gonna see me. Well, that's why we come in advance, So before
will you zoom in, and how many likes will there be?
Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yes, but the space alone, it's
Thank
just
you.
you are very much so at ease, and whatever your style is, whatever your vibe
Absolutely.
is, there is a space where that can be captured.
Absolutely.
Here.
And I'll tell you, I'm going to give a special shout out to the women over 70, because y'all are leading the way. My most popular clients, like the ones that come in the most gung-ho, ready to, just have an amazing experience, it's women over 70. And so, it really is
right there,
goals. It is. It's for everybody. It really is. And there's a way of photographing you that speaks to who you are, not what the latest trends are, not what your, kids or your parents think you should be doing. It's what do you love about yourself? And honestly, going back to the branding, like as a professional, right?
Yes.
If you think of those careers that everyone has the same qualifications, right? Like realtors, insurance agents, some doctors, things like that. How do people choose who they want to work with? It's who you know, like, and trust. What's the first place of building trust? It's a website that has a photo of a person that you think might understand you. So how do we photograph you so that it doesn't look like a passport photo or a mugshot, even worse?
Just kind of like copy and paste with everybody else.
It's a process. It is beyond the headshot. Absolutely.
I love the different experiences that you offer within this space currently in front of us. you can see. So
Yes,
tell us some of the other fun that you
our beautiful
offer
bowls.
to really foster that sense of community with
You
people.
know, I'll kind of go back a little bit and tell you how it started. So, as I've been a photographer, 13 heading on 14 years, and in doing portrait photography, I found that so many clients came in not just to celebrate, but really also looking for a bit of understanding and a little bit of healing. And so, as my clientele built over the years, I really wanted folks to come together and see that they had so much more in common than they thought they did. And so that's how I developed all of these events, the speakeasy nights, which I call old lady
I love
happy
that.
hour. It's some days you want to go to a bar and listen to live music, but I can't hear when I'm in that environment.
Yeah.
So
And then it's dark and I
right?
have to get my readers out. And even then I
Exactly.
might not be able to see.
So when you come here, it's like low lights, but very quiet music. So we get to actually hear each other. And let me tell you, the last event that we had here was so phenomenal. People that I never would have met in any other space meeting together and coming here and just having a good old fashioned conversation. No agenda, no, nothing to get out of it at the end
Very
other than
organic.
very organic.
I love that.
So it's the speakeasy nights, it's film nights. We'll screen a film and then have a discussion on it afterwards. That's really exciting.
Yes.
I love that college feeling. Do you remember when you were like 20 and you were like, I can change the world? Like,
Yes.
I love that feeling. So I
Yes.
love having good conversations. And then, the other things that I do here, you see the sound bowls, you see the gong behind me. They're all different types of meditations, really. So I host cacao ceremonies and I host full moon events and chakra balancing classes and cacao ceremonies. And I think I said that, but I do lots of that.
But
So
that's worth mentioning
it's
twice.
worth mentioning twice. And then
Absolutely.
the sound bowls, the purpose of all of this is to get folks in a calm and relaxed state so that you can really just hear yourself think, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, I can relate to that completely as a mom of 4 girls and all the athletics and everything. In fact, just a weekend recently, we were sitting at home and there was no travel ball tournament. There was no golf tournament. There was nothing. The girls it was like nobody was awake. It was quiet, and I was like, I
You,
actually posted a picture. I was like, it was me with a book and a cup of coffee in a silent, clean house.
right?
I was like,
You don't even know
and
what
I
to
didn't
do.
know. I was like, I almost feel guilty and stir crazy. We go
You don't
go
want to break it.
go.
You don't want to break it. You're like,
Yes,
don't look at it.
don't jinx it. And we go go go.
Yeah.
And so I love that you have an inviting
Yeah.
space where it's all things regardless of your background or your beliefs. You can just come and kind of decompress for a minute
It is
in good company.
absolutely a neutral space. The other thing I love is where we're located. We are just minutes from downtown, but it feels like you're in the middle of nowhere. We're on 4 wooded acres. It's on a
It's
peninsula.
beautiful.
It's private, it's quiet. So it really is a place to just come and relax and let your hair down. And like I say, whether you need to find yourself or lose yourself, you can do all of that here. And that's really my goal, is to create community, to create spaces where people feel safe and heard, and whatever you need. That's
And it
really what
really
it's
is.
for.
I'm a little jealous. It's like right here in town, maybe a minute from downtown, but yet it's so serene and removed from that. Not that we live in some bustling city or
Right.
anything, but when you get here, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Right.
And if you too want to come and take in the beautiful space, see what she has to offer, and talk with her in person, tomorrow evening, the monthly Cherokee County Chamber of Commerce after hours will also be a it's a
Ribbon cutting.
and like an open house. So there will be wine and light bites. And right here,
It is officially grand opening.
yes,
I'm gonna welcome myself here.
there you go.
And I do have some really cool catering coming, and I've got music. I'm going to have a fire going too. So I really want it to be a fun social event. So if you haven't RSVP'd, please hop onto the event. Let us know that you're coming. Definitely carpool. That's a good idea. There will be folks here to direct you, but it really is going to be a beautiful night. I'll even have a little selfie station, of course. So we have lots and lots
Very
of
fun.
surprises planned. I'm really excited about it.
Well, good. And I will link to that so that you can RSVP for that. And you'll definitely want to. After a day at the office or work, this will be a nice, very chill, great
Elegant,
company.
swanky,
Yes.
fun. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So you mentioned your website. And then on social media, what platforms and how best can they follow you?
So, of course, the granddaddy, Facebook. Everything is on Facebook as well. It's always Graciela Laurent Photography. Nobody, I think, else on this planet has that name, so it's not going to be hard to find. And Instagram. On both of those platforms, I actually have behind the scenes videos. So if you're not sure about what it might look like when you come up and you just want to get a little feel for what it's gonna look like before you even get here there, go on Facebook and watch it. I have like a 7-minute video where I do a full tour. Same thing on Instagram. So yeah, everything's there for you.
Awesome. And if you're interested in any of the events and everything, you can go on your website and you have a full schedule where people can check out dates, times, all of those offerings. So definitely explore her website, but also join for the after hours and the event here. And it is what time?
5.
5 p.m.
It says 5 to 7, but you know the 7 part's a little
Drop in.
negotiable.
Just drop in as soon as you can after work and
Go.
stop by, and be sure to follow her on social media.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
So excited to be a part of this community, and I welcome you all to this space.
We are grateful to have you. You're a lovely addition. Thank you.
Thank you.